The Foundations of Prosperity. Understanding the Conditions of Good Income. Chapter 1. The Nature of Money. Money is not just paper or numbers on a screen. It is a resource, one of the many forms of energy that flow through the universe. When you look closely, you'll see that money behaves like water or air. It moves where there is exchange, where something valuable is given and received. The universe, by its very design, is abundant. Its resources are infinite, and money, as one of its representations, is not an exception. Think about it. When someone earns money, it doesn't disappear from the world. It simply changes hands. Money flows toward value, toward usefulness, toward contribution. If you understand that money is part of an endless circulating stream of universal wealth, your relationship with it begins to change. You stop chasing it and start aligning with it. Chapter 2. Exchange is the root of all income. The most reliable way to gain monetary resources is simple: exchange. Exchange what you have, what you can do, what you can create, for what others need. This principle has existed for thousands of years. Long before there were coins or credit cards, people exchanged bread for grain, leather for tools, knowledge for protection. Every form of income, from the street musician's hat full of coins to the billionaire's portfolio, is built upon the same foundation: giving something that matters to someone else. A modern example is YouTube creator Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast. He started making simple videos with no money at all. His early work didn't bring him income. It brought him understanding of what people valued: surprise, generosity, and authenticity. By offering that, he built one of the most successful online enterprises in the world. The principle didn't change, only the tools did. Chapter 3. Two Paths of Income. There are two kinds of income: limited and unlimited. A limited income has a fixed ceiling. It's the kind that stays the same no matter how much time, skill, or passion you put into it. For example, a salary-based job where your earnings depend only on hours worked or years spent in the company. There's nothing wrong with that. It provides stability, structure, and predictability. But if you dream of true financial growth, that kind of income has a natural endpoint. Unlimited income, on the other hand, comes from systems, ownership, creativity, or scalable value, things that can grow beyond your direct effort. An author can sell a book once, but it can be bought 1,000,000 times. A programmer can write a piece of software once, but it can serve thousands of customers. This is why understanding the ceiling of your income path is crucial. If you're building your life on a limited source, you'll hit its limit. If you build on an expandable one, you'll keep growing. Chapter 4. The Illusion of Easy Money. There's a dangerous shortcut that tempts many: illegal or unethical income. At first, it may look like an opportunity: quick, easy, without waiting for the exchange process to unfold. But it's a mirage, because no amount of money can replace freedom, and no freedom is worth exchanging for money. There are countless stories of people who risked everything for fast gains and lost not only wealth, but peace, reputation, and even their lives. History books and news headlines are filled with such examples. Freedom, trust, and time are priceless. Once lost, they cannot be bought back. A good income, therefore, must always be sustainable, clean, and free of fear. Otherwise, it is not income, it is a debt to destiny. Chapter 5. Starting without privilege. What can someone do if they have no inheritance, no wealthy family, no influential connections? The answer is as old as human ambition itself. Learn, adapt, and create value. Every self-made person in history started with nothing but curiosity and persistence. Take Jan Koum, the founder of WhatsApp. He grew up in a small village near Kyiv, moved to the US with his mother, and cleaned grocery stores to survive. He later learned programming, self-taught, using borrowed books. Years later, he sold WhatsApp to Facebook for billions. The difference between him and others wasn't luck, it was how he used his time. The same principle applies to anyone. If you have no capital, your time and focus are your first investments. Trade your free time for knowledge that multiplies. Even if your first job doesn't pay much, it can pay in something more valuable: freedom of time. Time that can be reinvested into study, creation, and building something that will bring income in the future. Chapter 6. Learning as a wealth engine. In the digital era, self-education is the most powerful weapon of financial independence. There was a time when only universities had access to valuable knowledge. Now, with the help of AI, online platforms, and open courses, you can learn almost anything: coding, design, marketing, or finance without leaving your home. Consider Sarah, a single mother from Texas. She worked as a cashier, earning just above minimum wage. In her free hours, she took online courses in data analytics. Within 2 years, she became a freelance analyst, earning 5 times her previous salary. Her story isn't unique. It's happening all over the world. Knowledge compounds like interest in a bank account. Each hour spent learning something practical adds invisible value to your future self. And if you choose your field wisely, one with a high income ceiling, your learning becomes a bridge to unlimited earning potential. Chapter 7. The balance of passion and profit. When choosing your direction, you must balance 3 forces: ability, interest, and income potential. Do what you're good at, do what you enjoy, and do it in a field where success is not capped by someone else's decision. Sometimes people underestimate small passions. Cooking, gardening, or crafting may seem humble until someone finds a way to share them with the world. Take, for example, the story of Ree Drummond, known as the Pioneer Woman. She started by writing a personal blog about home cooking. Her recipes, photos, and humor attracted millions of readers. Today, she's a best-selling author, TV host, and brand owner. What started as a hobby became a multi-million-dollar enterprise. Because value always finds its audience when shared with heart and consistency. AI tools now allow anyone to analyze trends, find profitable niches, and understand what people truly seek. Ask the right questions, and the answers will reveal where your opportunity lies. Chapter 8. The true definition of income. Good income is not just about money. It's about freedom, growth, and fulfillment. You can have a large paycheck and still be poor. Poor in time, poor in joy, poor in peace. Or you can earn moderately and feel rich, rich in freedom, creativity, and calm. That's why one of the most important truths is this: a good mood is also a form of income. It nourishes health, relationships, and clarity of thought, all of which eventually create more opportunities. Money is a tool. Happiness is the hand that holds it. If you focus on creating genuine value, on learning, and on aligning your work with what you love, the universe has a way of returning that energy to you in multiplied form. So remember, the foundations of good income are not privilege or luck. They are curiosity, courage, persistence, and faith in the infinite flow of resources that surround you. You are already part of that abundance. All that's left is to open your hands and start the exchange.